Throw me to the wolves, and I will come back leading the pack. I was thrown to the vipers, and now they are mine. And today, Jen and I are discussing Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. And to give a little summary of this book, there's a chick, her dad gambles, has a debt, decides to sell his daughter off as the debt. She ends up with the Vipers, which is 4 dudes. They're criminal organization. I wouldn't call them mafia.
Yeah, I would say criminal organization.
And they all fall in love with her, and she falls in love with them, and there's a lot of playtime. And I imagine this is what people do when they are bored and they have a lot of money.
Yeah, seriously.
There's somebody trying to take them out. She has connections because she runs a bar, and she helps take control.
Yeah.
Maybe not take control. She becomes the face of the Vipers now because they all share her. Obviously, it's a reverse harem. And then they live happily ever after.
Is it a reverse harem or is it a white shoes?
Okay, so that is going to be a whole other conversation that we're going to have. So I'm going to put that one on hold.
Put a pin in that one, huh?
Yes. That should probably be our next episode as we talk about that. Because as of right now, I'm just calling it a reverse harem. I didn't know that they... Yeah, okay, stop. Anywho. So what did you think, Jen? You just finished it.
Yeah, I basically finished it. I have, I think, an hour left. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked her character. I thought she was such a fucking badass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there really was no point where I was like, what the fuck are you doing, girl? Like, what was that decision? Like, I felt like she was really smart from start to finish, which I really, really appreciate. We've talked about that so many times. It's a definite, I mean, it's certainly not the darkest thing we've ever read.
Mm-hmm.
I think really the biggest aspects of it that made it dark were like Diesel's chapters, because he's batshit crazy.
Which we love.
So, yeah. So I didn't think it was all that dark. There were, darker scenes, like in kind of more intense scenes. But overall, I didn't think it was too terribly dark. I feel like it probably could have been a bit shorter. It's a 13-hour read. I don't know what that translates to into pages, but I know it's a pretty hefty book, and I really don't see the point of that. Like, I feel like it could have been wrapped up a lot quicker. It was for me anyway. Like, I was just like, okay, like, yeah, the spicy scenes are good, but like, we can move on now. I was a little irritated that she was kidnapped and tortured, but then like Kenzo gets hurt really bad. Garrett gets hurt really bad. She's quote unquote tortured, but is able to basically save all of them. And I mean, granted, like, yeah, she's supposed to be a Billy badass, and like that aspect of it was cool. But like, I was kind of hoping that when they were stitching Garrett up, that she would like faint or black out, or there would be some kind of moment where the guys really like understood how bad it was for her. But no, the author was just like, no, she's invincible, and like, deals with an hours long torture session and then is able to go kick ass. Like, that just didn't feel very plausible to me, and I could have handling her with kid gloves for a couple of chapters.
That is so funny. I was waiting for you to say, like, and she doesn't need therapy, because remember, we talked about they don't need therapy in these books. Okay?
Yeah, the girl definitely needs therapy.
So, now that you bring that up, that is kind of, I never really paid attention to that. But I think also because she can compartmentalize, and because, she's used to the beatings from her dad, like, she just... And I'm assuming
Yeah,
the
and I mean,
adrenaline. But yeah, that would have been nice if she would have like just passed out, like not like because sometimes your body just takes over regardless of how you think that you can handle it. So it would have been nice if she would have just
right.
passed out and woke up, and then she'd have been like, "I'm fine. It's whatever. Let's just keep on going."
Yeah. Yeah, like I really loved that like she was so smart when she got kidnapped and she took out as many men as she did during that scene. Like that was such a badass scene, and then the car wreck, and then her still trying to fight. Like that was Rose
I don't know what her name is. I thought it was Roxy.
Roxy. I don't know where I got Rose from. Yeah, Roxy. That was Roxy like through and through. But I understand the author wanted her to like rescue herself and be this capable woman and all the things, but I don't know. I think it was taken just a little too far. I could have handled them needing to like rescue her a bit or like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. But I enjoyed it. It was a fun read.
Yeah. I really liked Diesel and his fanny pack.
Oh my god, the unicorn fanny pack.
I
That
just
was
really like
fantastic.
Diesel. He's my
Doesn't
fave.
surprise me at all.
So
Diesel
it's
was I mean, I love Diesel, but he was that's a little much for me. Like he's on like different stratosphere.
so it was Kenzie,
Kenzo,
whatever. Diesel,
Ryder, and Garrett.
Ryder, and who?
Garrett.
I would probably do I would rank them Diesel, Ryder, Kenzo, then Garrett. Ryder and Kenzo are like interchangeable. They're tied.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
And my least
I don't
favorite was
know.
Garrett.
I really liked Ryder and Garrett. And okay, I liked all of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, Diesel was a bit much for me. But I don't know. Garrett was probably my favorite.
Wow. Okay.
I just,
I mean, he had the
I
most
don't know.
character development out of all of them.
Yeah, he did.
He did, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
He was just whiny to me and I just didn't care.
Yeah,
I'm just like, dude. I think that kind of falls into what you were saying about how it was too long. There was a lot of repetitiveness.
yeah,
Like we didn't need
definitely.
5 scenes of him rejecting her. Like one would have sufficed. And
Yeah,
then as she walked by, she could still feel that rejection and then we don't need a full scene of it, right?
yeah, yeah. I would agree with that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I definitely think it could have been quite a bit, quite a bit shorter.
I think what I really liked about this book, so normally when people ask me for dark romance recommendations, I always ask if they read this book because I feel like this book is very telling on because of
Mm-hmm.
the diverse characters and how we have crazy all the way to calm
Yeah,
on what people can handle. It's sometimes a good gauge. Okay, who did you like? What did you not like in this book? But the thing that I liked about it is that it's cliche without being cliche. So like
yeah,
she's kidnapped and she ends up with the people, but the author does a really good job of making sure that it's not Stockholm or that she just stays. So once like
right.
she's set free when they're like, we're releasing you, she leaves the space, but then she stops herself and she's like, do I really want to like drive out of this garage? Like, what am I going
Yeah,
back to? Like, I like how she, again, I don't know how to say it without saying being cliche without being cliche. And I feel
yeah,
like she does that in parts of this with each guy, which is why I feel like it's a very good taste tester for people.
yeah, yeah. I would agree with that.
I will say though, I really another scene that I really liked was them sitting at the table in the morning. And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "Oh, this is how they check in." And then she turns around and asks Ryder how he's doing. And everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like nobody asks him.
Right. Yeah.
It's super
Yep. That
cute.
was sweet.
So Since both of us have read this book and both of us has read Haunting Adeline, how do you think about the gun scene? Which one do you think's better?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably liked Den of Vipers gun scene better. Still a bit much for my tastes. But I
Agreed.
mean it wasn't bad. And I mean, as much as we know in Haunting Adeline that she quote unquote enjoys it, I do prefer the dynamic between Diesel and Roxy.
Mhm.
There's no like conversation about, hey, I consent to this or anything, but like there's definitely a lot more, you have a lot more like insight to both their inner dialogue. And I feel like they are enthusiastically enjoying the
Just a little too
scene.
much.
Yeah, just a bit too much. Where Haunting Adeline, it's definitely something that's like more forced on her, and she realizes she enjoys it in the middle of being terrified, and that's just not a dynamic that I enjoy.
Mhm. I think the reason why it wasn't a shock value to me is because I had already read Den of Vipers. I'm like, I've already seen that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it was the opposite. Like you're like, okay, yeah, I've seen this because I read Haunting Adeline, but not. I could do without gunplay.
I agree. It's not a trigger or like
Right?
a
Yeah.
hard limit, but it's just like, can we
Could we not?
not? So the crazy thing is Den of Vipers came out before Haunting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I always find that fascinating that people will talk about the gun scene in Haunting, but not necessarily Den of Vipers, even though it came out first.
That's because there's a knife scene in Den of Vipers that trumps the gun scene, in my opinion.
Is it down in the basement
Yes, of course.
with the handle?
Yes. He
I think I
literally
remember
had
that.
to get stitches afterwards.
Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Where she stabs him. Okay.
No!
No?
She doesn't stab him. He puts. I cannot believe I'm saying this on
I don't
camera.
remember. I didn't read it this week. I forgot to reread it. I was
You're
distracted.
doing a really good job remembering then. I wasn't 100% sure if you had reread it or not. So kudos
No,
to you.
it's been, if not earlier this year, last year since I've last read it.
Okay. I feel like the knife scene trumps it. If y'all don't know the scene, go check it out. Because it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
just
okay.
just a little much.
You know, I'm pretty sure the first time I read it, which was like forever ago, I
Right.
read all the sex scenes, but anytime that I reread it, I probably just skip all of this. Well, except for maybe the one with Kenzo in the hallway, because that one's kind of hot.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The sex scenes were great. Like she did a I think a really good job with it, especially since there's no sword crossing.
Right? That's the only thing it's missing.
I know.
And you get
But
multiple
but yeah, I
scenes
can't.
without them, and then a few scenes with all of them together.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you get like 2 or 3 scenes. I'm assuming there's another one coming since they're about to kill her dad.
I don't remember.
It would just make sense. That's why like now that we've talked about it and I've read it, I don't know that I'll listen to the last hour because they're going to kill her dad and then they're
Hmm.
all going to fuck and then they're probably going to get married and then it'll be a happy ever after and I can just move on with my life.
Oh no, you have to read the wedding.
Damn it. Fine.
Only because of Diesel's craziness. If I remember correctly, you have to do the wedding.
Oh god, that doesn't surprise me. Diesel probably like carves his name into her
Mm.
skin or something.
No, I don't think it's anything crazy like that.
Oh. Well, now I'm disappointed.
What does he do? He Do you want me to just tell you what I think happens? I could totally be making it
Oh,
up,
I don't
so
care.
you could be in for a surprise. I'm pretty sure it's that same cliche thing to be like, I'm not picking one, so if I can't marry all of you, I'm not gonna marry you. So they like kidnap a judge or something, and
Yeah, that sounds right.
he's like, you're marrying all of us. And then there might have been something else in there, but she's just like, I like it when they kidnap the judges. There's just something about that. That should be its own trope. Kidnap judge or official to get people
Oh,
married. I really like that trope. I just find that adorable
that's funny.
in so many ways. Have you seen the show Yellowstone?
I can't watch it. I watched like the first couple, like few episodes of season one, and it's too violent for me.
Okay. That's saying something compared to what we read.
Yeah, but like it's not like yeah, I picture it, but it's I can decide how high definition it is.
That's true. That's true. That's a very good point. So, can I give you a spoiler?
Yeah, I don't care.
Beth, is that her
Yeah,
name?
she's
Beth.
I love her. Yes.
She's my favorite. She kidnaps a priest to marry Rip.
God, I love that woman. I love her so
She
much.
surprises everybody. She's like, I need all y'all to come out here. And then, Kevin Costner's her dad is like, what's he doing here? He's like, I'm here against my will. He's like, Beth, you can't go kidnapping priests. Let me take you home after the wedding. Like, it's funny.
She's like, and why not? I wanted to get married today.
It's great. I just think it's cute, especially with like the reverse harems if they don't find alternative ways of getting it done or it's not fantasy to where it's like a whole new world. I
Right.
just I like the idea of the female not picking one, and I like that they all come together and be like, "Well, take us all then. We're getting married." I mean, besides it being, a taste test, it pulls elements from like all things, so it's like it's great, but then it's like not great.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know if I explained that well. Like there's nothing that stands out about this book,
Right. Yeah.
but there are still so many great things about it.
Yeah.
It's almost like they were having like a sampler pack themselves, trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not.
Yeah. I did like that when they took out the triad, they didn't take out like anyone who wasn't aware or approving of the organization. Like they ended up setting up their families in a different area, like a different country, under new identities and like with money to start over and that kind of thing, which I really appreciated that detail as someone who is light and fluffy.
Mhm. It was really good. There was a lot more violence on the page, I think, than we've read in other things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wasn't listening super carefully on those scenes
Yeah.
because there was a lot of that.
I don't know. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. Her pissing off the dude that was torturing her was kind of funny.
Oh my god, that was so great. That was so great. Like I love her mouth. I just
So do all of her
I just
guys.
yeah. Yeah, I freaking loved that. That was so awesome.
I also liked the scene where was it the spa chick? Where she goes in there and she's like, cut the crap.
Oh, the was it a spa? I thought it was
I
like a
don't
strip
know.
joint.
I just remember
I'm
them. Okay, maybe it was a
pretty sure
strip
it was
joint.
a
I don't know.
stripper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was strippers. And yeah, yeah, that was a really well done scene. I mean, the scenes throughout the book was well done. I love like the consistency of each of the characters. Like you had Garrett's character development, but there was really no break in character, and I feel like that can happen in books like this, especially when an author is juggling four different main male characters.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was really consistent. Roxy being the most consistent. Like she never had a moment of like weakness. She never had a moment of like second guessing her choice. Like she thought through everything, and then once she made the decision, like that was the decision. And I don't know, I really really loved her character. Like she was such a strong character from the start.
I think that's why I really like the book too.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah,
stands
she
out as
definitely
like
makes
a
the book.
reread because and she's like, "No, you fucking kidnapped me." Like again, it's cliche without being cliche, but it stays on point. And she's
Yeah.
like, "No, this isn't how this works."
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like it. I reread it maybe once a year, maybe. It's just a nice when you need something but you don't know what you need and you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And go grab the book off my sister's shelf and just like, I'm going to read this for a minute. I'll give it back to you in 2 hours when I'm done. It's cute. I like Kate and I've read some of her other stuff, and she's
Oh,
pretty.
really?
Yeah, she's pretty consistent in the things that I've read by her.
I'll have to
Yeah,
check it out.
her
Check it
Courts and
out.
Kings series. The first one is about vampires. We know how I feel about vampires, but I actually really enjoyed it. She did a really great job in
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, I might need to reread that one. I haven't finished that series, so after I finish this other series, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm reading all the things except for all the things that I'm supposed to be reading. That's Misty's reading update.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
that.
reading everything except for what I'm supposed to be reading.
I feel that.
So, okay. I'm ready if you're ready.
Yeah, let's
Darkness.
do it. 3, 4.
I'd say 3.
Yeah,
Mm,
I think you could argue for 4.
I think we could argue for 4. So I guess I think what makes the violence is all the torture. Not the violence, the darkness is the
Yeah.
torture. Yeah, so maybe we should say a
Yeah,
4.
I think it's a 4.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
looking at the scale?
Yeah, I'm looking at the scale. Manipulation, coercion, intense and
Yeah.
gritty elements, explicit content, graphic violence, psychological
Yes.
trauma. Check, 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 check.
Yep. Okay. So darkness is a
Yeah.
4. Spicy.
Yep. 5. It has to be a 5. You have multiple scenes. I
Okay.
think all of the scenes are kinky AF. Yeah, 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 100% 5.
Okay. I'll give you the 5 because I don't really remember.
I mean, there's a scene probably in every single chapter. There's multiple scenes with multiple partners. There's knife play, blood play, gun play, chains, rope, like.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. 5. We'll do the 5. And then overall,
I'm giving it a 3.5. I could probably be convinced to do a 4, but I didn't. Like, I'm not dying to go finish it. And I really had to pull myself back to it so I'd finish it in time for our conversation today, for the last couple of days, because I was just kind of over it.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, I did thoroughly enjoy it. I really liked the characters. I don't know that I would reread it again. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
So I don't know if you know this, but she has another book set in this world.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think they show up or they talk about them in the book. What is it called? Gangs and Gangsters? Hold on.
Is it the Russian girl that Ryder
No.
talks to for a minute? No?
No. It's called Gangsters and Guns. And it's completely new people we'd never heard of in the first
Oh,
one. Yeah.
that's weird.
But I'm with you. I would give it 3 stars. Just
Hmm.
because again, like all the things that you were saying. But I also give it a 3 because again, I feel like it's a sampler. And so
Yeah.
Read this, tell us what you like, what you didn't like, and then we can give you some recs based on
Yes,
that. You don't like
definitely.
the gun? Stay away from haunting. You like knife play?
Yeah,
I don't really know
definitely.
if we read a lot of books with knife play. Oh, Lights Out. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That one has Yeah.
But yeah, Gangsters and Guns is kind of the flip. The guys aren't criminal organizations, they're like billionaire criminal or people, people have the money.
Mhm.
So I think Gangsters and Guns, when we did the Four Horsemen and we were talking about like the apartment and like things that
Yes.
I think I was getting these two mixed up.
I can totally see that because there were definitely elements of like, oh, this is very like Four Horsemen vibes.
Yeah. But you should probably check out Gangsters and Guns. It's probably going to be about the same thing. It's going to be an appetizer, not an appetizer, a sample plate.
Sample pack.
But the kinks that they have in there are different than the ones in Den of Vipers.
Oh, really?
So one of the kinks they have in there is primal play.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And I think rope or bondage. I can't remember. It's been a while since I
Nice.
read it. Anywho,
Been a while.
tag, you're it.
All done?
All done.
All right, y'all. Have you read Den of Vipers? We would love to hear from you. Let us know your favorite scene, how you would rank the guys. Tag us on Instagram at Bones of the Story, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us on the journey into the shadows of love, where dark romance stories come to light.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Bones of the Story as much as we did. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Your feedback means the world to us.
And to stay updated on all things dark romance, follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
We'd also love to hear from you. Share your thoughts, ideas, or even your own dark romance stories with us. Drop us a line at bonesofthestory@gmail.com.
Remember, our next tantalizing episode is just around the corner, so keep your hearts open and your senses sharp.
Until then, embrace the darkness and let the stories continue to stir your deepest desires.
This is Misty
And Jen,
signing off
from Bones of the Story.